As someone who has personally come out of a religious background and say that you're not going to really see God move until you allow people to stop telling you how only God can move in this way or how God can move this way. Because people who do that, they put God in a box, right? And when you put God in a box, you're not going to really see him move out of that box because you're limiting how he truly does want to move. God may want to do great things in your life. He has his will is for great things to prosper and kick off for you, right? But if you're putting God in such a box, well, he can't do it this way, or I don't want him to do it this way, then you're in God's way. And he's just going, you're not going to see God on that level of miracle signs and wonders. There's the reason why the American church hasn't been seeing, well, not every American church, but most of them, because they're doing these prosperity messages and not giving like sound discipleship and helping people really truly get a relationship with God for themselves. They're so religious minded where it's like it has to go this way. And it's not to say that God is not a God of order, but sometimes God likes to do things out of order. And if you don't have the capacity to allow God to move at the way that he wants to move, his Holy Spirit wants to move and do things and switch gears when he's calling you to switch gears, even if it's not going the way that you want it to, but allowing God to have full leverage and control is important. But you're only going to see God move when you choose to stop allowing people to tell you how it's supposed to go and allow God to lead and direct your steps and be submitted to what he's calling you to do so that you can see him move. It's not going to, 9 times out of 10, when God moves, it's not going to go the way that you think it is. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better, and sometimes it's this big leap of faith or a small leap of faith that you have to take in order to see God do the impossible and see him move in that momentous way. But yeah, that's on that note. If you want to see God move, stop putting him in a box, respectfully.